about. We live in a country where every day and every hour and every minute somebody is being murdered by a gun. We live in a country where massacres occur on a regular basis. This is insane. And yet while all this is going on, Congress doesn't do a damn thing. They're too afraid of the gun lobby. They're too afraid of all the money that the gun lobby wants to pour in our campaigns. Well, we can't even get a vote. We can't even get a debate and a vote on expanding background checks. We can't get a debate or a vote on banning bump stocks or assault weapons. We can't even get money to the CDC to fund research on gun violence. It is unconscionable. It is shameful. And what these young people are doing is they are leading the way. They are going to march and march and march and shame Congress into doing the right thing. And if Congress doesn't do the right thing, remember in November, we are going to change the makeup of Congress. We are going to get a majority that will actually want to debate these issues and vote on these issues and protect our kids and protect all the people of this country. Enough is enough. And I will say this, you know, there's something really incredible about these young people marching. Because, you know, all the great movements in this country's history began with marches. The civil rights movement, the anti-war movement. And then we're going to look back, and history will look back on when things began to change, when common sense prevailed in this country. They're going to look at these young people here, these brave, courageous, passionate young people. I am proud to stand with them. I will be wind at their back in Washington, and I wish them all the best as they march to Smith Wesson in Springfield. And I'm going to tell you, Smith Wesson, you better be listening, because these people aren't going away. Thank you very much.
Enough is enough. 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 Enough.
So as we go on to this 50-mile march, we have two demands for Smith & Wesson. The first one is that they stop the manufacturing of weapons that are illegal within the 2004 assault weapons ban, along with the copycat enforcement by our Attorney General, Maura Healey. It's immoral and morally irresponsible for us as Massachusetts to boast about our good gun control laws, but allow a company like Smith & Wesson to ship out weapons that we don't even deem safe to be in our own state. And their weapons are used in massacres like Aurora, San Bernardino, and Parkland. We cannot let this go on. So as we march, we stand in solidarity with the victims of those shootings, and along with the victims of everyday gun violence by the hands of Smith & Wesson guns. Our second demand is that they donate $5 million to gun violence research, because that research will save thousands and thousands of lives. So as their CEO donates money to the NRA, who blocks gun violence research, we're standing up to that. We're saying no, and we're demanding action, and we're holding them accountable. Because enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Yeah, so if any media wants to do an interview, kind of step over here.
We have 3 spokespersons.
Yep.
Some students are available to answer questions about why they marched, but if you have any hard-hitting questions, that should go directed to me, Jack, and Felix. All right? Thank you very much.
Hear us roar! 50 miles more! Hear us roar! 50 miles more! Hear us roar! 50 miles more! Hear us roar! 50 miles more. Hear us roar. 50 miles more. Hear us roar. 50 miles more. Hear us roar. 50 miles more. Woo!
Yeah, I mean, is David going to speak at all? Or?
No, he's not speaking here.
Where will he be speaking?
Where he's going to speak at our rally at the Springfield.
It's on Sunday?
On Sunday.
So he won't have any say now? We decided that... what's my name? John.
Hi.
Hi.
We have these great students here.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, what's your name?
My name's Felix Brody.
Felix, what's your last name?
Brody, B-R-O-D-Y.
And where are you from, Felix?
I'm from Somerville.
Well, tell me a little bit about
MassLive.
Hey guys, I'm with MassLive. I'm actually on Facebook Live right now, so if we could get an interview with you live on camera, that would be great. Awesome. So can you tell us your name and where you're from?
Hi, my name is China Lee Chen-Bung. I am a 17-year-old rising senior at Sabas International Charter School, and I live in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Tell me why you're out here today.
So why I'm out here today, I am actually one of the co-founders of the organization of March for Our Lives Springfield, who held the student-led March for Our Lives in March in Springfield, Massachusetts. And so why I'm here today is that Springfield, March for Our Lives Springfield actually previously teamed up with Stop Handgun Violence and March for Our Lives Boston to create what is today known as 50 Miles More in Massachusetts.
Great. And can you tell us about the origins of this particular march?
So the original 50 Miles More March was held in Wisconsin from the national team who is here today. Her name is Katie. And so the original march walked 50 miles from Wisconsin State Capitol to the Speaker's House, Paul Ryan.
And for those who are just tuning in, they might have missed some of the speeches earlier. Can you tell us about why you guys are out here and what your demands are for Smith Wesson and in general for stricter gun control?
Our demands directly for Smith & Wesson is for them, one, to donate $5 million to gun control research, because they also donate to the NRA, who completely blocks gun control research. Our second demand is for them to follow and ban assault rifles under the 2004 Massachusetts assault rifle ban, because we find it really hypocritical and that they can manufacture these weapons in our state, and how we boast about having some of the most safest gun laws, but then we allow them to ship these weapons out to other states surrounding us.
And how are you feeling about marching the 50 miles from Worcester to Springfield over the next few days?
I'm extremely excited. I believe this march is really going to get our point across that, you know, us teenagers are not going to let this momentum die down. We're going to keep the ball rolling until change is effectively done, because there are thousands and thousands of students that get plagued by gun violence today, and we want to make that change. We want to make sure every child has the opportunity to grow up safe in their neighborhoods, their schools, and the nation as a whole.
And are you optimistic that this is going to result in change? And what do you think people need to keep doing?
We need to keep putting the pressure on these gun manufacturers across the country and the NRA. You know, we've been going at this since March, and we have yet to hear back, but we're not stopping until they come out. And, you know, you can be assured that this is not our final stop. We're going to keep going after that till effective change is done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It keeps the present alive. Let me share something with you. In the past, we heard a lot. We missed Joaquin when he was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. The future hurts a lot. We're going to miss Joaquin turning 20, 25, getting married, having kids, giving us grandkids. So the only safe place that we have here is the present. And along with these kids, it keeps us alive. It keeps us hoping that we can find solutions. And this is what we do. We become activists just because, for a reason that everyone knows, after Parkland, our life is totally different. And I don't think it's going to ever change. No one's going to bring our son back. That is not an option. So the only option that we have is to make things better so no one else needs to pay the price that we do.
Now, what are our hopes for, I mean, what's the end game here? What are the hopes that we accomplish? And do we actually think we will accomplish what we hope?
In a short term or in a long term?
You can answer either way.
All right, I think we have a main goal here, and it's related to the midterm elections. That is a goal.
Absolutely.
What we're doing this week is what we do every week. Okay, we chase big corporations that are handling the whole system, and they're so powerful, or they think they're so powerful that they can just do whatever they want. They act like a cartel. All right. So they put money into politicians' pockets, and then just leave everything the way it is, so I can keep on selling guns.
Excuse me.
We don't like that. We don't.
Sorry to interrupt, but may I see you for a live interview?
I'm in the middle of a conversation. I'll be right
Totally
with
fine. Thank you.
you. So that is not a fair way to do things. Okay? We're asking. No, I'm not talking about that. So that said, we need to keep on that fight. We don't like dealing with cartels, and we don't like the way that gun lobbies are reacting to our situation. Kids are losing life. Not only kids, not only in Parkland, all around the nation. Every single day, while I'm talking to you, someone is being shot right now. So if we don't do something, and by the way, we cannot save our kid anymore. We can save your kid. And we're willing to save your kid. So the goal in a middle term is a midterm. Probably that's why they're called the midterm elections. We are going all the way to the elections. We are voting for the right people, the people that is not attached in any way to any gun lobby, to any mass production company of guns. And they will be elected, because guess what? Hanging out with the NRA is not cool anymore. So it's kind of hanging out with the tobacco industry. You won't be elected, because we, the nation, we, the people, decided that you're not cool anymore. And we got it very clear, and we're going to make sure that you're not representing us anymore.
Now, one thing, as you probably know, even though you're a little older than some of these people here,
way older.
Not everybody takes young people seriously, but they should. They're making, as Congressman McGovern said, they're making a difference.
They are.
And if there is a change, it's going to be on their end.
They are. And they also, let's also understand that young people is going to vote way more times than we will. So they got the control. They decide at the end of the day. And that's the good news. We can have any debate, we can have any different of opinions, different cultures in here. It's not even a different point of view. I'll be able to discuss a different point of view with you. But when you think like a different culture, that is hard. And guess what? A new culture is emerging. And these guys are going to be voting for the next 40, 50 years. We won't. So we're going to see the change thanks to them. We are creating a new culture, a better culture. A culture that believes in the real principles of being alive and enjoying life in this great nation.
And humanity.
And we support it. That's why we're here.
I'm just going to ask one more question because people want to speak.
So for those of you who are just tuning in, we're in downtown Worcester where the 50 Miles More March is kicking off. Students are going to be walking from Worcester to Springfield in demand of stricter gun control. They're going to be marching to Smith Wesson headquarters. The march is going to kick off at 9:30. It's starting with a rally right here in front of City Hall. Here we have Congressman Jim McGovern. He's talking with MassLive.
They're too afraid of the gun lobby. They are too afraid of, of the NRA's money. So enough is enough. And if Congress can't find the spine to do the right thing, these young people are going to make sure that the people who go back to Congress, are going to be on their side, not on the side of the gun lobby. They're going to make a difference. And this is how you make a difference. I mean, you look at the civil rights movement in this country. I mean, marches and, protests and constant pressure, and we changed our laws. This is what these young people are doing. They're beginning this, they're building this movement. And here's the thing. A lot of my colleagues in Congress who are cozy with the NRA and the gun lobby, they thought that, a movement of young people wouldn't last because it couldn't be sustained. They didn't think they would have the staying power. Well, they're wrong. I mean, here we are in Worcester, and they're marching all the way to Springfield to make demands on Smith Wesson. So this is an inspiration, and I'm proud to be here. I just wanted to be a little wind at their back.
Sure. So, I mean, through all this, what would be the ideal outcome?
The ideal outcome is we have a Congress that allows there to be debates and votes on important issues like expanded background checks, like banning bump stocks, you know, that we invest in research with the CDC into gun violence, that we allow an assault weapons ban to be able to come to the floor and be debated. I mean, you know, Congress is supposed to be the greatest deliberative body in the world. I have a radical idea. Let's deliberate every once in a while. And, you know, if this issue isn't important, then I don't know what the hell is. I mean, people are dying. People are being murdered. We got to do something. And Congress can't keep on turning its back and making believe like nothing's going on. I mean, this is an epidemic, and I believe in these young people, and I am so happy that they're here, and they are scaring the hell out of the gun lobby, and they're scaring the hell out of members of Congress who side with the NRA on every vote.
Fantastic. Well, thank you kindly. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you. Good luck.
We didn't know. It was so hard to find information about this.
I didn't know until last week.
We really had to dig, so kids from Worcester would have been here.
Yeah, I don't, you know.
So it's like, yeah. But it's going to be like,
yeah.
And they were like, what do you mean by that?
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt. Did I hear that there's a last mile march on Sunday at 11? Okay.
All right, for those of you guys who are just tuning in, again, this has been Auth-avivaluttrell with MassLive. I'm in downtown Worcester where the 50 Miles More March is kicking off in support of stricter gun control. They're going to be, students are going to be marching from Worcester 50 miles to Springfield to the Smith Wesson headquarters, where they're going to be asking the company to stop manufacturing assault-style weapons that are sold in other states, and also to donate $5 million to gun research. So if you're interested in reading more coverage about this, head on over to MassLive.com. A little later we'll have a story and photos from the rally and from the March kickoff. Thanks again for tuning in.